Farhan fell down, frightened. But before he could get up, the flashlight fell out of his hand and went off. Darkness all around. Only the sound of his heartbeat could be heard. He started to run towards the door. But suddenly, the voice from the painting shouted, "Get up! You have opened my room. Now you must stay with me." He felt something touch his leg. He screamed at the top of his lungs and passed out.
When Farhan regained consciousness, he found himself lying on the ground in the same room. He looked around.
It was still dark, but now some light was filtering through the cracks in the walls. He got up and slowly walked towards the door. The moment he touched the doorknob turned automatically. The door swung open, and Bashir was standing there with a worried face. Seeing Farhan, he said, "Thank God you came out alive. What happened to me? Where did I go?" "You were unconscious for a long time. You were saying something, but we couldn't understand." "Let's go home," Bashir said. Before Farhan could say anything, Bashir pulled him outside. Farhan looked back, but he could not see the door. It was nowhere to be found, and in its place was a blank wall. Farhan was stunned. What had happened to the room? Was it all a dream? At home, Farhan told everything to Bashir, but Bashir only shook his head. He said, "No, it's true, but I can't tell you. This house has many secrets. That room has many mysteries. Only the Nawab knows about it, but he took all those secrets to his grave." "Who is the Nawab? Why is this house also called Nabob House?" "The Nabob was the owner of this house. He built this house a century ago. This house used to be full of wealth and treasures. People used to come from far away to meet him. But one day, all of a sudden, the Nabob disappeared. The servants in the house were put to death by the king's order. And ever since, this house has been cursed." "Then what happened to the Nawab?" "Nobody knows. Some people believe that the Nawab sold his soul to the devil in exchange for wealth and power. That's why his statue is kept in that very room. Maybe he made a deal with the devil, so he could rule over hell. That's why his statue is kept in that very room. Maybe he made a deal with the devil for wealth and power. That's why some people believe that the Nawab committed suicide because the Nawab was mentally unstable. How is this even possible? If he jumped into a well, his body would have been found, right? That's where you're wrong. There's no well in this entire house. Not a single drop of water is wasted here. According to the stories, the Nawab used to come to this room alone every night and talk to a girl. Some say she was his lover, while others say she was a ghost. Sometimes he would come out of this room laughing, but most nights he would come out with tears in his eyes. Then, one night, he didn't come out at all. It is said that when the sun rose the next morning, his statue was found in that room. And since then, the story of the Nawab has become a mystery. Who was the woman in the picture? Did she belong to this world or the other world? Did the Nawab sell his soul to the devil in exchange for wealth and power? Or did he commit suicide after killing the girl? Or did the girl kill the Nawab? What happened to her after that? These questions have been haunting us for years, but no one knows the answer. Even the historians have failed to find any answers to these questions. In the end, they all believe that the Nawab's mansion is haunted. That's why no one dares to set foot in this house. Because once you enter this house, you may never return. That's why the Nawab's mansion is deserted. It's been almost a century, yet the mystery remains unsolved. The fear still persists. It is said that when the moon is full and the shadows are long, the Nawab comes out of his room in search of his beloved. And when the rooster crows at dawn, the ghost of the girl appears in the black room, waiting for her beloved. She knocks on the door with her nails, calling him. In response, the Nawab knocks 3 times on the other side, and the lovers spend their afterlife together in the black room.
They say that if you hear these knocks at midnight, then the souls of the Nawab and the girl are calling you.
If you answer them, they will drag you into their world. They will make you part of their tragedy, and you will have to live with them for eternity. For the last 2 months, Farhan had been living in the mansion, but he hadn't heard any knock in the middle of the night. He thought that maybe the stories of this mansion are just stories. One night, he was watching TV in the hall when suddenly the lights flickered and went out. It was a stormy night. Heavy winds could be heard outside. Farhan was scared. He went to the kitchen to light a candle, but the matchstick was not lighting up. Suddenly, he heard the sound of footsteps. He turned around, but it was dark, so he could not see anything. Then he heard a voice behind him. "Why have you lit the candle? Do you want to see me?"
Farhan turned around and saw a girl in a torn white dress standing in front of him.
She had long, tangled hair covering her face. "Who are you?" The girl threw her hair back and Farhan gasped. The girl's face was pale like white chalk. Her eyes were red. Her lips were blue. Her teeth were sharp like knives, and her nails were long and curved like hooks. She was moving closer to Farhan. "Stay away from me!" Farhan shouted, backing away. "Who are you? What do you want?" The girl smiled and said, "I am the girl from the painting. My name is Zara. Would you like to play a game with me?" "I don't want to play any game." "Stay away from me," Farhan said, backing away. But the girl kept moving forward. "Answer me," she asked. "Do you want to be my friend?" "Get away," Farhan pushed her. "You stay in your room. I'll stay in mine. Let's live separately." The girl was taken aback. For the first time, someone had pushed her. Everyone who had met her till now had begged to become her friend. She had never been refused. "You don't know who I am. I'm warning you. Stay away from me," Farhan said. "Don't you recognize me? Don't you remember our past? Our past! We used to play hide and seek in this very garden, but now you don't even remember. You're lying. We've never met before in our lives."
Really? Are you sure?
The girl moved closer to Farhan. "I think you're forgetting something important. Open your eyes." "Farhan, look carefully. Can't you recognize me?"
Farhan was scared. He was breathing heavily. His hands were shaking.
"Who are you? What do you want?" "I am Zara, the love of your life. Don't you remember? I died a cruel death a century ago. Now my soul is trapped in this mansion. I want to be free from this curse. Will you help me? I don't know you. I don't want to help you. Why are you being so rude?" "I was just trying to be friends with you." "Stay away from me. Get out of here," Farhan shouted. "You're scaring me." Zara was furious. She had never been refused before. She had never been shouted at. "So you don't remember me?" "Okay, then let me remind you," Zara said. She moved closer to Farhan and whispered in his ear, "Open the black room and join me. Then I will show you our memories."
Farhan hesitated.
The girl was scary, but her words had awakened a memory in his mind. He felt as if he had known her for a long time, as if there was a deep connection between them, as if he had loved her in another life. To be continued. Next part, soon.